Hey guys.
Hey.
So we messed up and now we have to do a voiceover for this workout video.
It's an editor's cut.
Editor's cut, yeah. So the video that we have for you today is a
leg workout on the ground.
Yes.
No squats. No whatever else you do that we don't like while we're standing. It's all on the floor. So no up and downs. My fave.
It's right up her alley. And right up your alley too if you're tired and you still want to do the thing and work out and get your 30 minutes in. This is the workout for you.
Enjoy. Okay. What are we starting with?
Can I just say that this is the most awkward situation ever? How do we get here that we're voicing over a workout video? I don't even what?
The worst part is, as I've been thinking about having to do this, I was like, you know what? It might work out. It might just be a good, fun time. I feel like, it really is an editor's cut.
Yeah.
It's like watching ourselves back. There's parts that I thought were so funny when I was watching this back, and I was like, do I point them out or not? But yeah, here we are. We're going to do pulses after this, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be pulses.
Good times. How'd you like this workout, Simone?
I did like it. I like that, whole aspect of not having to change weights and stuff like that. You're just there was the odd time where we had to take off the ankle weights and stuff, but it wasn't it wasn't doing a full set where you have to go find it another weight or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I liked, and you know me, I like being on the floor. The other day I did this because I didn't want to work out. And I was like, well, I have to work out. So I did this one, and I felt so good about myself being on the floor.
Well, this is exactly why we made this video, right? For days like that.
And for Chrissy.
Or every day, really.
Specifically for me.
Yeah, just for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here we go.
Here we are. Yeah, so what's up in the news week this week?
Well, this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial has had me in a chokehold for the past 2 weeks.
You've been really into it.
I've been
seriously watching.
I've just I have not seen the constant footage on court TV when it's live, but I keep getting snippets because I'm on TikTok a lot. So I'm getting all the snippets and all the play-by-plays of all the craziness that's going on. And it's just led me to, it's just such a circus show. It's a complete and utter circus show. Their relationship was so dysfunctional, not even funny.
It seems.
Judging by the testimony of, mostly him at this point. Amber Heard just, took the stand, I think it was today.
So she hasn't spoken on all this? Yet.
Not yet.
Until today.
But today was her day to,
shine?
Yeah, not really. Not really. Not at all. From what I've seen of the trial, it doesn't paint her in the greatest light, considering that she's been the one talking about how she's been abused in their relationship, when it's starting to look like they've both been slaying in the mud in their relationship.
Yeah, you were saying that originally they were when they had the doctors come up or the therapists come up, and they were she thrived on being
yeah, one of the couples therapists that they had seen in the time that they were together had mentioned that Amber had admitted at one point that she got a rise out of starting physical altercations with Johnny Depp.
That's messed up.
It's really messed up. So to follow up with that, today there was a forensic psychologist that took the stand and was basically saying that Amber Heard exhibits a lot of the qualities of somebody who has borderline personality disorder.
I knew it.
I heard histrionic personality disorder.
What's histrionic?
It's just extremely dramatic and like they always have to be the center of attention. Like
okay.
they need constant praise, and if they're not getting praise, they're like any kind of attention, positive or negative, they're down for it.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, like they constantly need it. So the psychologist that was on the stand today was basically saying that that's basically what she seems like on paper, like judging by her assessment of her character.
Also, try not to arch your back like I am here. Anyway, keep going.
Oh my gosh, sorry. Yeah. Sometimes, you know what? Like, you get into it and you just kind of forget about form, which is really, like, not the greatest long term, but it happens to everybody, right? We're not perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just, like, kind of keep your form in mind when you're doing these, like, twisty kind of moves, too, especially.
Yeah. Sorry, go on. So she's histrionic.
So this forensic psychologist was basically saying that she exhibits these kind of behaviors that would be like congruent with like histrionic and borderline personality disorder. And then like Amber Heard's attorney, like she needs like
a new attorney.
Like she needs a new attorney. Her attorney needs an attorney. Like she's just so like out of pocket, and like she's asking the psychologist questions, trying to essentially she's trying to create a situation that isn't really there. Like she'll say, she's like asking her about would you say that, you know, such and such a behavior is a cardinal sign of a woman who's been abused.
Oh,
and then the psychologist would be like, it's a sign for anyone who's been abused, not just women, also males. And then she was talking about how is it characteristic of abusers to try and say that the person who they're abusing is abusing them. Mm-hmm. And the psychologist was like, actually, it's more of something that happens when the abuser is female. So, like, it's like, what do you...
Did you not research this before you asked? Did you not, like, go to someone and actually ask them before you went to this guy and asked him? Like,
yeah.
Oh, my God, do your research,
such
girl.
A mess. Like, like, Amber Heard's, like, legal team, like...
I feel like it's not looking, like,
it's not
too
looking
good.
Too good.
I feel like... Okay, I'm not saying that Johnny Depp is...
He's not an angel at all.
I'm not saying he didn't do anything. Right. I'm not saying any of that. But just watching, or not watching, but the little snippets and like what you keep telling me and stuff, it just kind of makes me feel like he was just a normal shit guy. Less of like an extreme shit guy type thing. But, you know, obviously I might be wrong. I'm just speculating. Obviously I don't have all the answers.
Right.
But even just like the way he is, like the stuff that like they keep accusing him of, or like just saying, and I'm like, how is this relevant? Like they're really trying to make him seem like this huge addict, which he probably is. I mean,
well, he admitted he had a problem for a long time, and he like he sought treatment for it and all that. So it's not like he's hiding the fact that he had a problem. But they're basically trying to say that like they're painting him as like,
I feel like they're digging, the way they're digging isn't digging properly. Like they're what did they, like I was telling you about the Marilyn Manson thing, and they're like, oh, so did you do drugs with like Marilyn Manson? And it's like, this sounds less like a real trial, more like we just want to know like celebrity gossip.
Juice,
you know? And he was like, well, I mean, like, I'm sure we have, like, you know, and then he makes a joke out of it. He's like, I once gave him a pill to make him shut up. And it was like, it's just so like odd. And you're like, this is a trial for abuse, like domestic abuse. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so weird, these questions. And then there was like some other guy that he did drugs with, who like two other people who were also famous people. And it's like,
what is the point?
Why are we dragging them through the mud now? Like, they're not part of this. Just because they did drugs with him has nothing to do with the fact that he potentially does drugs and then like physically abuses whoever. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, leave Marilyn Manson out of it. He has his own shit to deal with, probably. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's all just so weird.
What a weird angle. Speaking of weird, look at all this thrusting going on here.
If you look up close, I didn't want to bring this one up. But if you look up close, look at your line there. When you squeeze your butt, it gets dark.
I'm squeezing my tush, you guys, real hard.
Well, you know, that's proper butt form right there. Simone's got it.
Yep. One thing I know how to do is squeeze my tush.
We missed it. The other part that I had saw that I was laughing was we were supposed to be doing we were doing the fire hydrants, and then we were supposed to pulse them. But in our pulses, both of us, our legs are like down because they're just so low. We did not pulse very well.
Yeah.
So that's another form you probably shouldn't follow and try to pulse higher than we were. I had no energy this day. I remember specifically being like, I don't want to work out.
Yeah.
But, excuse me, how have you been doing with your workouts?
This week, I've done 2 so far.
Nice. I did only 1 this week, and we're on a Wednesday, so
yeah.
I was going to
do... Still got time. You got time.
I was going to do 1 Thursday, Friday, and then try to do Sunday.
Yeah.
The weekends have been really hard for me because I really just want to do nothing. But, yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Last week I did pretty bad, but before that I was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And I swear I look in the mirror. See, here's where my denial comes in again. Chrissy's magical workout denials. So, I feel like there's a difference. And I feel like sometimes I put certain things on and I'm like, oh, that's not super tight.
Yeah.
But it's not a huge difference. And I haven't like shed all the weight. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's little differences.
Like subtle little things.
Yeah. And then I had been measuring myself, but I'm not going to say. I haven't measured myself. I want to measure myself today, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But when we do that episode, you guys will see there has to be differences.
Yeah. For sure.
And if not, then for shame. No, I'm joking. Simone's been doing some eating differently habits, right?
Yeah, so I basically replaced 1 meal a day with a salad. And I recently started not eating after 7 at night.
That's hard for me.
So that was this week. Like, we're on Wednesday, so this is day 3 of me not eating after 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten better at eating in general in terms of like, so I do shift work, so it's always harder, and obviously like my schedule was all over the place for a while, but now it's kind of evened out. And on days that I work, and I usually work 2 to 3 days a week, so on days that I work, I wake up early to work, I go to work, I have oatmeal at work, and I pack my lunch where it's mostly vegetables. So like I'll have peppers and celery and carrots and this and that and whatever. I'll also have like an apple, and then I'll have cheese and like little pita bun things, like 2 little pitas, like the mini pitas. It's a serving size.
That's so cute.
And then like a little protein bar or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of my lunch at work. And then when I come home, I eat like a proper dinner, and it's usually around like 7 or 8. So it's kind of like a better schedule. Whereas before I was just eating whenever, and sometimes we would eat at like 10, or, you know, like I wasn't eating lunch, or I wasn't eating breakfast. Oh, and I also eat a fruit or yogurt with my oatmeal. It's not like I just have oatmeal alone, because that does not do it for me.
No.
So yeah, like I don't know. I can't say that it's like the most healthy. I think I'm doing pretty decent. It just seems like when you're not eating a whole ton of stuff, you're like,
that's it.
Am I starving myself?
Yeah.
But I'm not, because I'm usually like, I'm fine. And I eat my lunch at around the same time. So it makes it a little bit better. And I think that's kind of what is helping out. Like eating on a schedule kind of really like
definitely
makes
helps.
A difference.
So the other thing too is like with eating, like trying to eat more like healthy, you kind of realize, like, I don't know about you, but I've realized that like I don't really need as much food as I was eating. Like, it kind of like puts into perspective. It's like, okay, you get to the end of the day and you've eaten a certain amount of food. And just like,
this exercise. Look how fast you're going. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm tired. And like, I can see it gets worse when we do the second round of it.
Yeah.
Watch how fast you're going. Well, you stop there, but watch how fast you're going here. And then in the second round of this, you're just like, someone's going so fast. She's like, look, I need to power through this. I need to get it done.
I do that.
I was dying.
Yeah, but like, as I was saying for like the eating thing.
You actually did
this
one really well, actually.
Yeah.
I shouldn't hate. But it was at the end where it's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, like going back to the eating thing, like when you're like kind of, I've found like within myself, like the amount that I'm eating, now as opposed to when I would just have like a free-for-all and just eat whatever I felt like eating. Not like I wasn't eating unhealthy things, but like the amount of food I was eating was like
This is your water break, so
crazy.
take a nice water break, drink some water, enjoy this time, reflect to yourself, and just listen to our soothing voices. As Simone talks about eating well.
I'm done.
Well, and she's done. So that is that. But yeah, the food thing I think is I can't even speak is what's making the bigger difference, I think.
Yeah.
Well, not the bigger difference, but a difference.
It's a big deal to like eat properly because they say like working out is only like 20% of it, and the rest of it is your like food consumption.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely like us implementing like these kind of like more like health conscious ways of eating, and like paying attention to like when you eat and like how much you're eating definitely helps. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so what did we find out today? Oh yeah, Freshie. If you guys could see Simone's face right now, all I had to say was Freshie, and she was already like, no, not a thing. So Freshie apparently has rolled out this thing where there's automated, what do we say? Virtual cashiers
from other places and around the world.
From Nicaragua. Is that what I said?
Maybe
it might have been. It was somewhere in Central South America. Yeah. And they're paying them $3.75 an hour.
Just shameful.
So it's like you walk by the cashier, you go, it's like motion censored, and then it turns on. But I think that's like horrible. Like, it's kind of horrible. It's worse. It's almost worse than the self-checkouts. You know what I mean? Because self-checkout, it really just eliminated jobs, but then at least you're not paying someone pennies to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's horrible. I find that,
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I think it's a completely unethical. Like, I don't like it. Like, if you're gonna have these virtual cashiers and they're not even gonna be like receiving a substantial amount of like appropriate wage, like what's the point of having them? Just in that case, don't have cashiers. Have a self checkout.
Right? And that's the thing. Like, Freshie's never that busy.
I've never once seen a Freshie lay the line down the street, like ever.
Like,
ever.
You know, even McDonald's has like the self-checkouts where, because it is so busy there, then you punch in whatever you want, and that way, and the cashiers are always full still. So like, it's kind of different there. Like, it's less horrible almost because it is really so busy there.
Yeah.
So I could see it in McDonald's, but in like Freshie, come on.
Yeah.
Even it's the same way,
not
like
the same amount of foot traffic.
Same way in what's that place, Dollarama?
Oh, the self-checkout.
The self-checkouts there, but they still have like one cashier, which I think before they only had two cashiers, so it didn't make that big of a difference. And there's always a line in there as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't know. In general, the whole self-checkout thing, like, it's kind of hard. You feel kind of both ways about it. Sometimes I'm like, this is super convenient if I'm buying one item and I don't want to stand in like a long line. But then other times you're like, yeah, this really did eliminate a bunch of jobs.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you're just like, why are you paying someone $3.75? Like,
it's so disgusting.
Like, it's helpful, yeah, for them. Like, unless you're saying, okay, not even. I can't even. Because I'm trying to say, like,
no.
What if they were saying, if that's like the regular wage in that country where everything is $3.75 and that's their minimum wage for whatever reason, then, and it's like a humanitarian thing that they're like, okay, we're giving like these jobs to these people because we were going to do a self-checkout anyway. $3.75 is really cheap. Maybe I can get on board with that, but I just don't see it being that.
No. I think no matter how you slice it, it's just wrong. Like, even if $3.75 is the mean average of like minimum wage in whatever country that is, I feel that coming from a country with more to go to another country with less and perpetuate that level of poverty by paying them.
What if they're paying more? What if they're paying? What if it's like minimum wage is actually like $175 there, and they're paying $375? This is like.
I still feel like it's not fair. Like I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, it's either way. It's regardless. It's dumb. Like if you're gonna have a self checkout, have a self checkout and be done with it.
Yeah.
Don't do this like whatever it is. I don't even know what to call it. Look at me. I'm on my elbows. I couldn't even hold myself up. That's how tired I was that day. It was so sad.
Oh, these little twisties.
And Simone's just going at it. Little Thomas the Train over here. Simone's always so good at the workouts. Like, I'll rewatch this stuff, and then you're doing like you're doing all the exercises, and I'm over here like, let me take a break, let me talk, let me lie down, whatever. And Simone's just like at it. Like
I do stop here and there, like
you do, but I mean, like you really do most of the workout. You're really good at it. I'm over here like, meh.
I'm trying, girl. I'm trying.
Oh no, this is break time. I'm like, why am I sitting there like that? It's break time.
Break time. All right, other leg. Switch it up, back and forth. Yeah.
And look how much I shake my butt too. Like I move, like you're holding yourself like so still, and I'm over here like a worm or something, just moving everywhere. And Simone has weights on too. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think. It was hard with the weights, man. Like, but like, you know, when you get to a point where you're just like, you just can't take them off. So it was like awkward. It was an awkward time for me to take them off, and I was just like, oh, God, okay, fine.
Bad decision.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Where I'm just like, okay, fine, sure, I'll just deal with this.
I know. Do you ever get where like you're working out, and it's like a one side thing? Mm-hmm. So you're on like, let's say the left side, and you're going, and then you're like halfway through and you're like, oh, but this is so heavy, and then you're like, you know what, I don't want to change, and then now you're like, oh man, I have to do the right side with the same weight because you don't want to be uneven.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I hate that.
It's like bad decisions. Oh, there the weight's coming off. Yep. She said forget it. I was like, it's like you could tell.
That's hilarious.
The way I threw that weight to the side, I was over it.
And I'm over here relaxing.
Yeah.
Doing the least. Look how I'm barely even getting off the ground. I'm legit, look, someone's getting all the height, and I'm over here, like, barely getting off the ground. Oh, my God. So good. Watching these back sometimes, I'm just like, wow. But then, you know what? Sometimes we go through a whole workout when we're doing our videos, right? And we go through a whole workout, I'm like, oh, this is, like, I don't know what it is. I guess the camera's like, you have to do this, so I do it. Mm-hmm. But then when I'm doing it at home by myself and I'm rewatching them and doing the exercises, I'm like, how do I do this? How did I make it through the video? Like, because yeah, it's hard. These are challenging.
They're definitely. They're not. I don't want to use the word hard because it's not hard. Like you could do it. Yeah, like it's doable, but like it's definitely you're putting in work. Like it is a work. It's not a joke.
Ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke.
Well, here we are on the next side. I don't know if we got to the next side.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't make it to the next side.
Down.
Sometimes we forget.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's times.
Like I'm watching videos and I'm like, oh my God.
There's one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, now you guys have to watch all our videos to figure out which one it is.
Yeah. It's in there. A little Easter egg we planted now.
Yeah. What a sad little state of affairs our life is. Here we are.
It's all part of the workout journey, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the struggle and, like, all of it. Then we're back to this, like, thrusting section. These are supposed to be, what do we call these again? What kind of workout is it? Butterfly bridges? Yeah. It's more like, just call it cheeks to sky. Like, I don't know. Just like, bring your cheeks to the sky.
Oh my God.
Jeez, look at that squeeze.
You're like, that's what I'm saying. Look at
like
your
the darkest line.
Look at
like
your lift, and then look at my lift.
Cheeks.
Well, if I even lift, come on, girl.
My
come
cheeks
on, do
are
it.
Like swallowing
do you see
my pants.
How I didn't even make it up? Look how high you're getting, and then look at me. I'm not getting off the ground. Oh my god. Simone's just doing all of it. Simone's watch when we do the results and Simone's doing her we're doing our measurements. Simone's gonna have such great results and I'm gonna have like half an inch or something. Watch.
I hope we have like a good result.
I would love to get like an inch because then it would be like, oh my god, I did true progress.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask I've been curious because like I was saying I feel like there's like slight differences. I wanted to ask Tash if she sees like if my cellulite's a little like less, you know, because when we went to Miami, obviously she saw like that was like when we were just beginning our workouts, and I still have some cellulite. I'm always gonna have cellulite, but I just want to see if it's slightly less than it was.
I bet she would know, it probably is, right? Like you like when you like the more like muscle you build and stuff, like the less the cellulite is.
Oh, like that's what it is. When I'm doing my exercise, I swear like the shape of my leg looks like there's more muscle under that layer of fat.
Yeah.
Do you see it on you? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not my imagination. We just look like we're just like chilling there, like, hey, this is what we're doing. We're just having a little chat.
You know my like nightmare is that like one day we're gonna do one of these videos and I'm not gonna realize there's like a hole in my pants because like holes just show up because thick thighs
show up,
and then I'm just like thinking one day we're gonna do this and then we're gonna watch the video and be like, oh my god, there's a freaking hole in my crotch.
And imagine at this angle.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No. Here, plus at least it won't be for a long time. Most of your workout pants are still relatively new.
Yeah.
So you still got some time. And like we're only going down from here, so I mean you're not gonna have no thunder thighs anymore. It's gonna be great. I remember, oh my god, can I tell that story about your thighs when you were pregnant?
Oh my god. Yeah, you can tell it.
So Simone, the one time Simone was pregnant, she was like at the end of her pregnancy, like she was ready to pop. And we decided to go to the CNE. So here we have this fair called the CNE.
Canada's National Exhibition.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
And so we went, and it was obviously a hot summer day, and Simone decided to wear some short shorts, some as we call them, pom-pom shorts, in her pregnancy. Oh my god. And this is the first time, mind you, this is like the first time Simone had ever gained weight, because Simone was like, she was working out like consistently before she got pregnant. Like she was very like on it.
Yeah. So
anyway, she obviously gained a little bit of weight. And the next day she had like, she was telling me how she had from rubbing.
Bruises.
Like,
I sent you like a picture. Like friction bruises from walking. It was so painful too. Like it was, the area was like sore and like.
But you didn't even know in the moment, did you?
I didn't, like, I felt like when you're walking and you like feel like your legs rubbing together, but I didn't feel like, oh my god, like
I'm gonna end up with bruises on my legs.
But like I guess it just like it was the hot summer day and the friction and like the long walking and I just the extra weight, and I was just like, oh my god, like
it's so crazy. It was a good time though. I think that was the last. I feel like that was the last time I went to the CNE. It was me, you, and Will.
I've been since. But
I'm not really
different.
into it.
It's not the same. Like, yeah,
definitely had more. Like, it's super busy. It's super crazy busy, and it had more allure when I was younger.
Yeah,
I feel
now
it's just
of like walking around in randomness is just like
overly
it does
crowded.
Not appeal to me.
Stuff I'm not gonna buy.
Right.
Like
it's not
just okay. Here we are on the last exercise coming up. This is the one where I was like, Simone just wants to be done. Watch.
Oh my gosh, where am I going?
Someone's like, we're done.
Where am I going?
Someone's the best. I love watching these workout videos too, because there's always something, and it's always you going, oh, like we'll be at the start of the second half, and she's doing the last exercise, and then she's like, oh, I guess I just wanted to finish.
I do. I always want to just get it done. I just like I feel like if I do it fast, it'll be over quickly.
See, and that's how you know she wanted to do it, because she took that little rest there, which usually she wouldn't. And she took that little rest, which means Simone is done.
I was so tired that day too. Oh my gosh. That workout is like...
Look at us. We're barely making it. Oh, no, you know what? Here, yeah. It was the end. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, that's it. That's our editor's cut.
We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do the workout. Come on.
Also, if you like more editor's cut, there might be one next week. So
let us know in the comments.
Bye.
Bye.